Activating the first level of the matrix cost 5 BUSD, which is equal to $5. This is a pre-launch cost. About 3 weeks after the launch of the force, a full start will take place, and the full cost of all levels will be 2 times higher. That is, the normal price of the first level of the matrix is 10 BUSD. As soon as the payment is made, it is instantly sent to the wallet of the higher partner, and you fill the matrix of your inviter. At the same time, your own matrix opens up, in which there are 6 spots under you, 2 on the first line and 4 on the second. It is possible that a part of your matrix is inside the matrix of your upline, if you go to him in the first line. Filling in your matrix is possible both with your actions, if you invite, and spillovers from above, from a higher partner, as well as spillovers from below, when downlines of your first line are inviting. Thus, with the whole team you fill in the spots, and the payments to you do not depend on whose invitee is the one who filled the spot of your matrix. Payouts in this slot come to you from the second line. These are 4 payments of 100%. When new participants activate the spots in your matrices, the funds sends directly to your wallet, or otherwise bring your income. Now I will explain what otherwise means. The last 4th payment is intended for reactivation. It is activation of the same matrix when the previous one is completely filled. It is best to do this automatically, instantly after closing the previous one, so as not to miss income. Therefore, the auto reactivation mode is enabled by default. In the former Forsage, this is the only possible mode, but we decided to give you freedom of choice, and there is an option to disable this mode. But in this case you pay a commission of 25%, which are sent to the product fund. Here is another source that I mentioned. Thus, it turns out win-win. If the participant does not turn off, then the movement continues. If he turns off, then the product fund is replenished. When the partners you invited fill the matrices, they also have an auto-reactivation, if they do not turn it off. And they again take spot in your new matrix, and you receive income. In addition to reactivation, there are more upgrades. It is important for you, for your development, that your team members do not stand still, but activate new levels of slots. In the old Forsage, the motivation for this was to freeze income after passing one circle of the matrix, if the next level is not activated. We decided to remove this freeze. This approach has a number of disadvantages. Many simply do not notice that they have passed the circle, and they lose income. Instead, we use auto-upgrades. By default, auto-upgrade switched on at your top active level, except for the 12th, the topest one, of course. Accordingly, at the first level you have auto-upgrade enabled by default, if the second level is not already activated. If you have already activated the second level of the slot, then your first level do not need upgrade. In general, we recommend that most participants activate at least 5 levels of slots from the very start, in order not to lose profit, because many will do this, and you need to have active matrices to make a profit. If you have activated 5 levels, then upgrades are not needed on the first 4, and auto-upgrade is on the 5th by default, so that the next 6th level on the matrix will be activated in your next step. Each next level costs exactly twice as much as the previous one, so you need to collect 2 payments, respectively the second and third. One payout is stored in a special smart contract for this, to which no one has access except you. Then, as soon as another payout appears, the amount is combined and the next level is instantly activated. Your downline partners will have the same, and thus your next level will fill up. Each participant has the opportunity to disable auto-upgrade by paying a 25% commission, which immediately replenish the fund of our product. In this way, it turns out to be much fairer than in the old system, in which those who wanted to develop the structure often lose money by mistake. In the new version, the commission will be removed from those who do not want to develop, and these funds will benefit everyone. So, as I said, I recommend activating at least 5 levels of slots from the start. Many leaders activate more at once, but we are now considering the path from the minimum, first level of the slot, after which the participant activates the second, which is absolutely identical to the first, but costs 2 times more, and accordingly, your income in it is twice as much. The cost of the second level of the slot, respectively, is 10 BUSD or dollars at the pre-launch, and after a full start it will be 20 BUSD. Profitability, both of the first and second levels equal 400%, of which 300% is net profit. After passing the second level of the slot, the auto-upgrade will activate the third slot for you, if it has not been activated before, which is already different from the previous ones. Here, instead of 6, there are only 3 spots in the matrix, in one line. Such a matrix gives the fastest income to active participants. You do not need to wait for the first line to be filled. You immediately receive 100% from everyone who fills your matrix. Total 300% income, of which 200% is your net profit. The auto-reactivation and auto-upgrade rules work similarly here. For auto-upgrade, of course, you need to collect the first 2 payments. Let me remind you then, an upgrade is needed only if the next level of the slot has not yet been activated, and only once, after which every circle you receive a net profit instantly, directly to your wallet. In total, the Forsage Classic program has 12 levels of matrix slots. Every 3 levels, the sequence is repeated. 2 matrices with 6 spots in 2 lines, 2 plus 4, and 1 matrix with 3 spots in 1 line. All of them move at the same time in parallel, and all at the same time bring profit. Each next level can only be activated sequentially, one after another. After the first, the second, then the third, then the fourth, etc. During the pre-launch, the first level of the slot costs 5 BUSD. Then each next level is exactly twice as expensive. The most expensive, level 12, already 10,240 BUSD. Keep in mind that all this is at a 50% discount from the normal price of slots, which will come from the start. Payment at the initial stage takes place in the BUSD token. This is a stable coin, which is always equal to the dollar. Those who enter the Forsage before the start of the force, in addition to a 50% discount on the activation of the slot levels, will receive priority for entering the force program, since you will already be registered in the referral system. Shortly after the launch of Force, Forsage will fully launches with normal price of slot levels. Those who manage to activate slot levels earlier will be able to save 50% on activation. After the launch, many more surprises and new features await you, which will continue to attract new audiences to the program. Then, when the emission of our coin is completed, then marketing will be transferred to our coin, and the price will be adjusted according to the current rate. Earning money in our coin will most likely be more profitable for you. All this is rewritten in the smart contract algorithm. If we calculate how much it costs now to activate all levels of slots, it turns out 5 plus 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 80 plus 160 plus 320 plus 640 plus 1280 plus 2560 plus 5120 plus 10,240. Total is $20,475. When the price becomes standard, the total amount will already be $40,950. We have leaders who are ready to activate so many at once. Most will rely on much more modest start, for example 5 levels of slots, which will cost only $155 at the pre-launch. Let's calculate what income and profit you have here. I hope you underestimate the importance of income. Yes, of course, the net profit is what you get directly into your wallet, minus the last payout at the end of the matrix, which goes to the reactivation. But the reactivation gives you that matrix all over again. That is, at the end of each circle of the matrix, you have not only net profit, but also an activated matrix, which will bring you more profit. You can activate all 12 slot levels at once, or come to this gradually, for example starting with 5 levels of slots. If you add up the income from one circle of all slot levels, you get the amount of $70,200, and the net profit is $49,725. And this is only from one circle of each slot. After the start, it will be twice as much. However, all slots move at different speeds. On average, each level of the slot is faster than the higher one by 1 cycle. That is something like this. While second level of the slot will make 1 circle, the first will already make 2 circles. When the third level passes 1 circle, then the second level will pass 2 circles, and the first 3 circles, etc. In this scenario, the profitability of all levels from one such extended cycle will already be $146,880, and the net profit is $105,990. But this is all in pre-launch. After the start, similar movements give the amount of profit twice as much. Despite the fact that these are only approximate figures that are not guaranteed to anyone, you can use this example to get an idea of the potential that the Forsage matrix is for you.